thing about Cyplenkov. Cyplenkov can get his shoulder behind his hand and press like Truman did. It's a very difficult day for Michael Todd.
28 different, Todd 43, about 34. Michael said this is a match he's always wanted.
Yeah, and you know, they told at the Arnold Classic a couple years ago, Michael Todd won one match that Cyplenkov came back to him twice to win the Arnold Classic that year. But it was the match of the day, for sure. I'll tell you who gave Cyplenkov a great match, though. It's probably Richard Lufky.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Cyplenkov had a war of a match.
Richard Lufky is one of our favorites here in Las Vegas. The elder statesman of the sport and one of the most impressive looking individuals you'd ever meet.
Oh, yeah. Nicest guy you ever met. So you can get away with it, doing that there. People are as nice as you want. No one's good about it.
Champ President being
Las Vegas, this is the co-main event of the evening. Super heavyweights, here they come. Introducing first, coming back to the great sport of arm wrestling after a 2-year layoff, regarded as one of the strongest men in the world, period. Also known to have the biggest and strongest hands possibly in the world, considered the strongest man in all of Russia. He is a World Cup champion, a multiple A1 Russian Open champion. He's known as the Hulk. Las Vegas, here is Denis Cyplenkov! Opponent fighting out of the USA, currently ranked number 3 in the world. He's been a national champion from every division, from 187 pounds all the way up to the super heavyweights, a multi-time winner of American League Championships, the Intercontinental Champion. He's known as the Monster, Michael Todd! Heavyweights, the co-main event of the evening. Head referee Bill Collins will get things started. Get ready for a great one, Las Vegas. 2 of the best in the world, the USA versus Russia.
I'll tell you what, I know the headline is tonight is Quick Car and Truman, and right now, people don't seem to question if those are the 2 best arm wrestlers in the world. But I would love to see a 4-way matchup between these 4. As these 2, Dimitri Truman and Andre Pushkar, I think you'd have one heck of a 4-way.
Michael getting encouragement from his entourage and his wife. And
the Hulk versus the Monster.
Right now, it's all between the ears.
Oh, yeah.
In a few moments. That's not the case.
Oh, no. It's going to be, a lot of it's going to be horsepower. And you know,
Las Vegas, here we go.
Does Denis have the horsepower that he left the sport with? My guess would be yes. I don't think he would come back to this game without it. So quiet, you could hear a pin drop.
And the fans are fired up for this one.
Up top, we got a slip.
We'll go to the strap. This is round 1. Scheduled for 6th round, super heavyweight, Our co-main event of the evening.
Todd is jacked for this event.
That's right. You get on social media much, ever? Yeah.
You do the Twitter thing.
There was a video circulating.
Cyplenkov,
Kind of went viral with Denis Cyplenkov
a multi-time world champion, coming off a 2-year layoff.
Yeah, that was him. That was Denis.
Oh.
Yeah, that is a strong, strong man.
Michael Todd, currently ranked number 3 in the world.
All right, so we're going to the strap here.
Oh, yeah. Look at that
What's
hand.
the thought process between the two gentlemen here? Not much was tipped off there.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Michael has always said that where he gets his confidence is where he stops the match in the strap. So the higher he stops this match, if he stops this match, the higher he stops this match, the more confident he's going to be that he can pull this match off. I'll tell you, my guess is that Denis Cyplenkov is certainly
USA versus Russia.
He certainly watched that matchup with Dimitri Trubin. We are set to go. Pretty high stop by Todd. Big hit to the side. But you saw the integrity of the wrist of Michael Todd did not go. What do we got? Winner, Denis Cyplenkov.
That's a point. Bill, that round. Got it.
Winner, Denis Cyplenkov.
Cyplenkov will take round 1.
Michael Todd is not buying that.
No, Michael was
1-0.
confident with that stop, and maybe a little bit too confident. Yeah, you heard that.
He set up a stop.
Yeah.
He let out a whoop. He was not the least bit convinced that he got this.
No, and if you just heard what he said it won't happen again. So Michael Todd is convinced that he needs to stop it there, but instead of doing a sort of celebration, stop and stay. Yeah. You gotta brace yourself for those big hits. But the other thing is, you gotta predict it. You gotta be able to, like, usually an arm wrestler will telegraph that big hit. And you gotta be ready for it and absorb it. You gotta say, oh, here it comes. And break
So here we go, round 2. Cyplenkov, Todd, USA, Russia. Super heavyweight division, co-main event of the evening.
Looks like Denis has been working his calves a little bit too, huh? You think? He's got calves like forearms. And I always say that because I'm an arm wrestler. We all have, our forearms are pretty comparable to our calves usually. You never see mine because I'm always in a suit.
Yes. Very, very well dressed.
Well, thank
Young
you.
man, sir.
Well, thank you.
Here we go, round 2.
Oh, he's got hand position. He keeps it this time. What do we got? Elbow foul, Denis Cyplenkov.
Elbow foul. Cyplenkov.
I'll tell you, Michael Todd coming out the back side to get the hand. That's actually what it's a little bit impressive. Actually, I honestly thought that Denis would have
Tim Brennan and others are telling Todd do the same.
First foul, Cyplenkov.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Cyplenkov, like we said, he's got essentially the strongest hands in the world and around the biggest hands in the world. So coming out of that hand is no small task. Here we go.
Todd with big support here at the Tropicana.
Once again, hits outside. We're going to the
We're going to go to the strap.
That was obviously put a lot of work on.
Cyplenkov on top, 1-0. Round number 2.
I wonder some taller version. Yeah, and you know, he made it pretty drastic cut down to 220 pounds. That might be part of what the issue is right now.
Head referee Bill Collins putting them in the strap. Super heavyweights, co-main. Vendetta All-Stars.
Go to the strap.
Arm fight 46.
Cyplenkov Cyplenkov up 1-0.
Two of the greatest in the world.
You know the winner of this match.
USA versus Russia.
Tonight. Well, it could be Michael Todd in a rematch with Trubin. It could be Cyplenkov, Trubin, Cyplenkov, Pushkar. Michael Todd, Pushkar. That was a match that he won.
How good is this card?
Oh, it's very good.
Pushkar and Trubin, the main event, and we're sitting here watching these two talented big men waging war.
Yeah. I missed the Arnold Classic that year that Dennis was there. I didn't get a chance to actually stand next to him and see him. And he is an imposing figure. Look at the size of that man. That right there is the strongest bicep in the world, most likely. Whoa, Cyplenkov with a hit. That was an impressive catch by Michael Todd. Dennis falling to the side. Looks like their feet are getting tangled up down there underneath the table. Michael Todd holding strong. Will he be able to tire out Denis Cyplenkov? That is the question right now.
And Cyplenkov off a long layoff. We'll see what his stamina will be like in this match.
We have a war right now.
Wow. Two powerful men.
Big hit again by Cyplenkov. Look at he's standing up to try to get that tricep, and Michael Todd smartly pulls him out of it.
Wow.
And Denis Cyplenkov.
What a round. Cyplenkov. Oh my. What a matchup.
That was impressive. Look at that hand. Look at that bottle in Denis Cyplenkov's hand. Barely see it. You see the scribble sticking on the side. That was impressive. Oh yeah. But I'll tell you, despite the layoff,
You are seeing two of the strongest arm wrestlers in the world. Both have been world champions, squaring off in the super heavyweight division today. What a battle so far.
And here he is.
The monster, the Hulk.
Over the monster.
Team USA, Team Russia.
What is Todd thinking here, down 2-0?
Well, I think he's going to go back to the
Round 3, Las Vegas.
And I think the difference this time with
Here we go.
Michael might be able to maintain a little bit more wrist integrity when he gets hit into a losing position. Whoa, what do we got? Back to the strap.
Okay, back to the strap.
Michael Todd stood up and tried to press through it. Didn't want to exert any hand or wrist slipping out that time, so he just stood up and pressed down to get out and into the strap.
So, is that a tip-off now? I mean, is Todd going to look to go on the offensive?
I don't think so. I think you're going to see Michael try to get back into the same position. In match 1, he was in a better position than in match 2 in terms of his hand and wrist. I think he's going to fall back into that position, but the difference is last time, I think he got a little bit too comfortable. This time, he knows what he's up against. I think you're going to see this could be longer than the first 2 matches. We'll put it that way.
All right, pivotal third round. Todd needing a win here. And it'd be game on if that were the case.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because, a lot of what Michael gets his strength from is that energy, that confidence. He gets a win here. He's gonna be feeling electric. So it'll be very interesting.
2 years away. James, what are you seeing from Cyplenkov?
Well, I'll tell you right now. What we got? We got elbow foul.
Elbow foul, Cyplenkov.
What I would say
His first foul, round 3.
is that the 2-year layoff does not seem to be affecting him that much. When Dennis started, a lot of people, the knock on him was that he was kind of built like a bodybuilder. He had the big biceps, which gives you a mechanical disadvantage in arm wrestling because you can't get close to your body. So when you have a bigger arm, you can't get as tight into a hook. And he looked very stiff when he he arm wrestled at first. He actually looks like a much better technical arm wrestler now than he has in the past.
What do we got? Elbow foul.
Elbow foul on Todd. 1 foul apiece.
We got 1 foul apiece.
But generally, when both competitors have a foul, I think, hey, you got to be cautious. You don't want to get the false start, but it weighs on you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it does because you have to think defense. If not defense, you got to be a little bit more apprehensive, especially in a format like this when you're down 2 matches to none. The good thing about Michael is that he's not much of an offensive arm wrestler, so all he has to do is really play catch. He's got to play catch. You know, keep an eye on his elbow. Keep that elbow kind of planted. When he falls down into position, you know, he's just got to really anticipate those big hits.
So head referee Bill Collins puts him back in the strap.
I'll tell you, Dennis did a better
Round
job
3.
in that last match of
1 foul apiece.
which is impressive.
As the match is ongoing, could you give us some of the tip-offs of, you know, how is it telegraphed?
Okay, so like for me, I'm looking at a few different things from some. Most of what
USA versus Russia.
You can actually feel a change in pressure before a big hit comes. You know, you can see it in their eyes sometimes. You'll see it in their body language.
And we're off.
Looks like
Round
he's trying
3.
to collect a little bit more hand this time.
And you mentioned, look at Michael Todd's eye contact. He's looking at Cyplenkov's demeanor.
And really what he's doing there is he's trying to work him into a position where it's harder for him to hit. See, if you push a guy's hand past his shoulder, he doesn't have as much gas coming sideways. You need to have your shoulder behind your hand to get a really good explosive hit off usually.
And right, both guys with a foul here. The elbows are critical.
Yeah. People talking about how tired Denis is here, but to be honest with you, it looks like Michael is getting a little tired himself. See, you see how Denis just kind of took a look at Michael's body position?
Michael Todd!
That was pretty smart move by Michael Todd right there.
Wow, Las Vegas. We've got a good one here. 2-1. Super heavyweights, the co-main event here at the Tropicana Hotel. Both men have been world champions. Michael Todd looking to pull even. Round 4 coming up. Cyplenkov 2, Todd 1.
Working the crowd. Cyplenkov, in a very stoic manner, sitting there icing that bicep.
Las Vegas, let's get loud. We are live on pay-per-view all over the world.
Could it be more?
Team USA, Team Russia.
Could it be
Let it out. Let's get loud.
the bicep? You say there's a look of concern on his face.
Oh, I think there's a look of concern on his face because, you know, the one thing about Michael Todd's move is that it wears you down. You know, that was the impressive thing about Trubin was he never got worn down by Michael's move, but you can see that most mere mortals get worn down. Whoa.
Point.
Very quick.
Cyplenkov.
Winner by Cyplenkov. Cyplenkov just collected
3-1.
time in front. And now he goes up 3 matches to 1. Wow.
Blink and you miss it.
Denis Cyplenkov gave Michael Todd a dose of his own medicine that time. If you want to press me to that, I'll play that game. I'll press you to that. game.
Full rush Cyplenkov for a wide, scrappy move.
Oh, yeah. Now, I mean, you know what you're looking at. Denis is at 3.
So round 5 coming up. It's scheduled for 6. Cyplenkov up 3-1.
Playing a cat and mouse game between rounds and one looking concerned, and he caught Michael by surprise.
I mean, the ice could be part of the game. Who knows? Maybe he was sitting over there trying to wear Michael Todd down. You know what I mean? And then the ice
Michael Todd,
trying to get Michael a little bit down.
currently ranked number 3, has won
One way or another.
championships at every level from 1 to 87 through the super heavyweights.
Denis Cyplenkov looks more impressive to me right now.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes, in terms of
The Monster versus the Hulk.
looking better than I've seen him. Yeah. Well,
It's amazing to come out in all sports, and you know, a lot of times we talk about it in the sport of horse racing.
yeah.
Freshmen.
Head referee Bill Collins will bring them
Freshness is absolutely an asset. Yeah.
to the table.
And these are two big thoroughbreds right here.
Yeah. Anyone that's ever arm wrestled competitively can tell you that at the end of an event, after you've done long matches, you avoid the practice table. Because some 120-pound guy can grab you and whip you across the table.
Based on what just happened, what do you anticipate?
Right now, what I'm anticipating is Michael's going to load a little bit more side before he comes out and hits, but he's certainly going back to the strap. Yep, see that.
Okay, we'll go to the straps.
And what he said was that you see that wrist fall. So now he's got a little bit more confidence. He thinks when he goes into the strap with him this time, he'll be able to crack that wrist back. Alright? And if he gets some break off the wrist back, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for him to go to the hit. I mean, you win arm wrestling when you knock off. When your head and wrist are in a good position, your arm is you're going to be able to use more of your arm. When you're flopped over and you're exposed, it's very hard to pull back from that. You have to really know how to position your body. Which Cyplenkov does. I'm not saying he doesn't, but that's where the biomechanics can kind of become problematic with a guy like Cyplenkov, where he can't get close to his arm because he can't kind of walk his shoulder up behind it. And by can't, I say, I don't know that for certain. I'm just saying it's harder for him to do it.
So you're anticipating Todd in the rocking chair here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a safe bet. I'd bet the house on that. I'm not actually going to bet you my house on that.
No.
I just want you to know that. I need it. I really do.
Well, the hotel rooms here at the Tropicana are lovely.
Oh, I barely
Well,
saw
you-
it. I
you-
saw
you
it for
didn't
about
check
12
in
seconds.
yet.
It was great. I threw my suit on like Superman. I basically saw the inside of a phone booth. So here we go.
Michael Todd, must-win situation here. To go within 3-2.
Oh, wow. Much higher stuff. Ah, he forced the elbow off.
Elbow foul on Todd.
Christian Vinny is heckling Denis a little bit for pushing Michael Todd off the elbow pad.
Claiming that Cyplenkov pushed Michael.
We have an intentional foul on Cyplenkov, so
But you know what? Regardless
Bill Collins
of what the
taking
guys
charge
are
here.
saying, that's a very smart
Round
move by
5.
Denis Cyplenkov.
So the foul on Cyplenkov.
Good position this time by Michael Todd. Denis Cyplenkov hitting to the side. He's a little bit opened up here, and he does not have the integrity of his wrist like he did in that previous match. Michael Todd doing the same kind of thing, those little micro hits, trying to get out of position. This time the difference will be this. Denis will certainly anticipate Michael Todd getting him to a spot and then standing up to press. And even though Michael
Does he
does
go on
that
the bench?
fast, there he goes, right there.
Does he go to the press
Yep.
again?
Yep.
Michael Todd
An amazing press move by Michael Todd.
brings us to 3-2.
What'd I say, Brian? Did I say we were going 6? What's going on here?
It was funny, you can see him send it up to go right back to the press that worked for him a couple rounds before.
Oh, yeah.
What a matchup, Las Vegas.
Cyplenkov come up and hit him with a lightning strike. What does Michael do here? Does he immediately try to get this wrist?
And final round.
In the strap. Would it not be in his best interest to skip this to the strap?
Oh, well, I think he's going to go to the strap, but if I'm Michael, solely because the referee can't see the back of Denis's wrist in this time, I'm going to stand up and try to press and slip underneath if I'm looking for a slip. Not that I would ever do that, you know. But if I were looking for a slip, I would probably try to do that here, because the last time he was on this side of the table, Denis was able to get a little bit more in his hand and wrist prior to the go. He got tremendous hand control. But it doesn't appear like Michael is going to do that. I think Michael is just going to try to see if he can get Bill Collins to bring it around more this time, to really focus on Denis's wrist. And there we go. He went for the
So we'll go to the strap.
Almost got it, too. Yeah.
One last time.
So this should be
Round 6.
pretty intense. In the
Oh,
strap.
yeah. In the strap, Michael will have the buckle disadvantage. But Michael's a very big strap player with the buckle on his hand. His move is pretty conducive to having that buckle on his hand. The only thing is, you know, how tired is Denis Cyplenkov? That's the question. Will Denis still have the ability to close
The monster in a must-win situation. 3-2 Cyplenkov.
What Todd would
This
try
is
to
the
do.
6th and final round.
How about Denis? What is his thought process? What might he try to?
The Hulk, the monster.
If I'm Denis, I'm bringing my hand up a little bit higher. See how his hand is down lower like that? And maybe it's just because when you have a dominant hand like Denis Cyplenkov, you really don't tend to focus too much on your hand when you arm wrestle. But I really feel like if he had his hand a little bit higher and he tried to get the strap a little bit more loose, okay, he could climb up the fingers and take away Todd's leverage like Dimitri Trubin did, and then stand up and try to press.
So here we go. Round 6. Cyplenkov up 3-2.
And where are the straps? Oh, Denis thought he got a win. What do we got? Elbow foul on Denis Cyplenkov.
No call.
Oh, they both came out of the pocket.
No call on the instant replay.
So we're going to have a double foul, which doesn't... Or what are we doing?
Actually, a little surprised that they don't reset.
Yeah, I know. Michael Todd wanted to keep the strap on. He asked Bill Collins to get him some chalk. Maybe Bill Collins will give me some chalk later. You know, he's such a nice guy. What a nice referee. Most referees, you tell me, go get you some chalk. Can't they tell you? Can't say it.
Here we go.
We are back into the same position. Once again, Denis's hand is so very low on Michael Todd. And Michael is trying to work him into that same spot where he can try to work to his press.
And does the press come?
If he gets too low, will he be able to stand up and get that press? That is the question.
Watch his elbow, Todd. Todd's elbow. Very
And look at Denis is straining. The look on Denis's face is showing strength. He saw Michael trying to stand up and get it that time. He's working for that press, but Michael wisely pulls him out of it. And here we go. This match is a war.
What a battle.
The longer this match goes, the better it bodes for Michael Todd. Denis wisely trying to walk his hand behind it, but not giving too much. There he goes. Gets his shoulder behind his hand, and Michael Todd stands up to it.
So the biggest, strongest
This
in the
is a
sport.
war.
What a battle.
Oh, he almost got it. He turned it in, but what do we got? An elbow foul on
Elbow
Michael
foul on Todd.
Wow.
This match is a war. These guys are going to have nothing in the tank after this. I don't think either one of them is going to win.
Oh my Las Vegas. The 6th and final round. Todd with one foul. Co-main event of the evening. Vendetta All-Stars. Hard Fight 46.
could see, you heard
the monster in a must-win situation.
Yeah.
What a battle.
You don't hear
Super
that
heavyweights.
very often.
Russia versus the USA.
I'll tell you, I
Bill
feel like
Collins
there's
will
a
bring him to the table.
I really do. Like I said, I've probably seen Michael bigger, but I think we are seeing...
They will go back into the strap. Todd with a foul.
So here we go. Todd tries to pull even. Cyplenkov tries to earn the 4-2 win. Round 6 in the strap. Todd with an elbow foul. One of the most impressive battles of the night right there.
Oh, absolutely. And we still got one more to go. And a big one. Dennis getting a way better setup in the strap this time.
I mean, listen, before they even start, the pain on both competitors' faces.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then Dennis kind of turned his hand down and back again. I'm not sure I understand the setup by Denis Cyplenkov. I feel like he's trying to seal off the position where the bottom of the thumb and the wrist meet. He's trying to seal that off to try to keep Michael from being able to pronate through his wrist, but part of me can't believe that he's allowing his wrist to kind of go back. He's allowing his hand to get lower. Like if he was higher with a looser strap, he would be in a better position.
Well, they've gotten each other's attention. Tons of respect here. Bill Collins ready to unleash them in round 6.
And once again, Michael Todd stops him at about the same height. He's opened up a little bit more than he was at this point in the first match. In the first start, rather. And he is driving to the side, pressing
Todd
to the
has
side.
to be careful with the elbow foul.
Yep. He's using those little micro hits. What do we got? Elbow foul, Michael Todd. Your winner, Denis Cyplenkov.
So an arm foul was called. That will end the match.
Heartbreaking.
Cyplenkov. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Michael Todd, the monster. What a match. What a match. 4-2 the final. And a big round of applause for our champion, Denis Cyplenkov.